Hey guys, I wanted to do another real quick video, um, and just kind of touch base again on my ammo stockpile and my philosophy behind ammo stockpiling. So this is my 5.56 box. Right here on this GI stripper clip is Federal ammunition. I believe it's M93 ball. So it's the 55 grain stuff. Not my preferred. I prefer 62 grain, but it's what I got on sale. At a good deal when I was building out my 5.56, so it's what I took. But you can also see there's some steel case 223 right here. This is 55 or 62 grain. There's some more 5.56 right here from Hornady, actually. It's their Frontier ammunition, and this is 62 grain. And then, because I made a mistake when buying that, one random box of Frontier hollow point 55 grain. But I mentioned this in my other video that I just posted, or is currently posting as I record this video, that my group has standardized ammo requirements that's down to grain weights and everything for guns and ammo and quantities and all that kind of stuff. So the minimum weight that is allowed for our group and recommended for them is the 55 grain ball, because out of our 10.5-inch guns and our 16-inch guns, we were getting decent to semi-optimal performance. So semi-optimal is coming more out of the 16-inch barrels, and the decent performance coming out of the 10.5 inches, of course. We have good reliability, but not necessarily optimal ballistic performance when it hits tissues and things like that at the 10.5 inch. But I actually I'm recording this because I received a comment on my last stockpiling video about my philosophy, or about keeping all my mags loaded and having to unload them when I go to the range, unless I kept them loaded with practice ammunition. I don't necessarily think in terms of defensive and practice ammunition, especially with 5.56. Everything I've been seeing with ballistic testing and things like that, with the 5.56 round, especially if it's a 62 grainer, which is my preferred, there's no reason, in my opinion, to stock different ammo for training and for defense. So my stockpile grows as I shoot, so I have to buy continuously, obviously, to keep feeding, to keep it so that I can practice and grow my stockpile at the same time. But I use the same ammo that I stockpile as defensive ammo in my guns. The one exception to that is my 300 Blackout, which is this stuff right here. So that's Remington hunting ammo, just because that's the best stuff I can afford for defensive loading, and it performs just a little bit better than the standard ball ammo for the 300 Blackout. But even with the ball ammo that I'm buying good quality ammunition for the purpose of being able to use the stockpile for both training and defense. So it's the cheaper stuff, but it's not bad stuff. So it's the Cellar and Bellet, it's sorry, one second. I can't think of the name because it's not Fiocchi. It's Aguila. It's Aguila, and it's MagTech and stuff like that. So it's good quality ammunition. There's also some American Eagle and stuff thrown in there, but it's not necessarily optimal for defensive use. And the big reason that this is loaded with hunting rounds and not the standard stuff is because the gun was my primary home defense. So I wanted something that would open up faster than standard FMJs, so that it will dump energy faster and I don't have to worry about it penetrating walls quite as much. So I wanted to kind of keep that in consideration with it. But yeah, that's why I do keep magazines loaded for my guns. Not necessarily all of them. I mean, as you can see right there, that's my bag of magazines. You can see all my 300 Blackout mags on top, and then underneath them you can see I got the polymer mags, and I have AK mags and stuff in there. That was just a place I stored them all, so if I need to grab them, I can grab them and go. And they're all in one place, but I haven't had a chance to sort them out the way I really want to store them because I don't have all that equipment yet. But as I get more equipment and get things set up, that's kind of what I'm doing. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of put that out there as you might want to reconsider the way you're stockpiling ammo. And yes, it's good to have dedicated training ammo and dedicated stockpiling ammo. That's one of the reasons I do buy steel cased ammo. I don't dislike steel cased ammo, but I don't necessarily prefer it for my storage ammo for bad situations. So I buy steel cased ammo so that I can afford to still train and shoot. And yes, part of it, some of it is part of my stockpile so that I can afford in a bad situation to still train and keep my skills up to protect those that I care about. Because that's one thing that I notice a lot of guys seem to forget or just don't want to think about is shooting is a perishable skill. So you need to be able to, even in a bad situation, have ammo on hand, enough ammo that you have defensive ammo and you have ammo that you can say, all right, I have a 30 round magazine to go practice shooting. And I can run a couple of drills with that. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. And obviously you can do your dry fire practice and stuff like that. But this is just something, keep in mind and consider and just to think about when you're stockpiling ammo and you're developing your philosophy on stockpiling ammo and how much ammo to stockpile and things like that. Because for my group, we have a rifle requirement of 1,000 rounds per rifle you plan on using for a particular caliber. So I have this ammo that I'm stockpiling in the 5.56 for a 5.56 gun, 223 gun. That I only have one, so I only have to get to 1,000 rounds right now. I don't have an AK, so I stockpile that ammo slower because I just don't have one in stock right now. I have a 300 blackout, so I'm stockpiling that ammo a little bit faster, but slower too because it's more expensive. But because those are primary long guns, I'm working to get 1,000 rounds of that of good ammo on hand, which for me that means a 62 grain M855 ball, because that's the best stuff that I can afford to stock deep enough to hit my requirements and still be able to buy ammo every now and again to go training. Um, ammo is not cheap, and this is a priority for me, so I put money towards this. But I just don't make a lot of money right now, so I have to make considerations along those lines. In my 9 mil, I have one of those right now. I had two, so I was stockpiling more for that as well. But I will, Lord willing, be getting another 9 mil very soon. So then I'll need to. That one's still kind of in flux, but anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 rounds of ammo for that for both guns, plus training ammo. So these all requirements are just baselines that you want on hand. But I don't subscribe to the philosophy of buying a different kind of ammo to stockpile, partially because I just don't make the money for that. So what I stockpile is what I shoot. And my philosophy is if I trust it enough to run through my gun in a training situation, I trust it enough to put in my gun in a life or death situation. Now that's not necessarily 100% accurate because obviously with 9 mil, I'd rather have a sorry for saying so much, but I'd rather have hollow points than FMJs, but I know that if I shoot someone with a hollow point and I put my round where it's got to go, it's going to mess them up. So that's why I train, and I train regularly. I do dry fire practice. I do drills with holstering and unholstering and all that kind of stuff to keep my proficiency up so I can put rounds where they need to go on target. Yeah, so just a little idea for you guys, something to keep in mind and help get conversations started. So if you guys have ideas, let me know in the comment section below and tell me how you're doing this stuff. Help me learn and grow as well. That's the whole point of this channel, is just to show you what I'm doing as a young man, not making a lot of money, not too far out of college, and has bills and debts and things like that to pay, but still is trying to prepare for the worst case scenarios to be able to protect and take care of his family. My family's constantly growing. I'm about to be an uncle for my brother, and I have a bunch of adopted brothers and sisters and my biological family and all that kind of stuff, and I don't see the difference. They're all my family. So I'm always going to be there for them, always going to be there to help them, but that means that I have to be able to get my stuff in order. So this is just one of the ways that I'm doing that. If you guys have, and what you see on this channel is kind of the extension of that, is showing you guys how I'm doing it to encourage other people that are in similar positions to do the same and to grow their stockpiles and to do these stuff now and have hard conversations now while we're in a relatively safe time. But yeah, so if you have any ideas, comments, or suggestions, let me know and we'll have a conversation. All right, take it easy.